this year's Tour de France, and the opportunity for the sprinters to take not only a stage win but the first maillot jaune, the first yellow jersey of this year's Tour de France. You see the team of Jasper Philipsen on the left in the grey of Phoenix de Koenig, and the sprinters Alpecin de Koenig, sorry.
You've been doing too many women's races.
Yeah, well, Marty comes in having done a women's racing for the past 10 years, so I can't promise there won't be a Queen of the Mountains thrown in there at some point throughout the next few stages. My apologies, folks. But yes, Alpecin de Koenig. Let's hear from Jens Vogt.
Here at the last KOM of the day, the last King of the Mountain, only a small one, fourth category, only 1 point. And I would have never thought that I'm gonna say that this KOM, this uphill part, will be the last relaxed moment in this Tour de France stage. From now on, it will just go faster, more crazy and faster again. Crosswinds, open sections, the wind changing directions, the peloton changing directions. Nervous and nerve-wracking will be every kilometer from this last KOM. So you might even enjoy going uphill because it's the last quiet moment for them. Downhill, back into the open part as we are just crossing underneath the last KOM. You can see it coming up now in my camera. That is the last KOM. Downhill and back into the open fields. Back to the commentators.
Thanks, Jens. We're heading towards our final KOM of the day. Jens has just gone over the summit. Benjamin Thomas as the King of the Mountains jersey after taking the first points. It's 8% at this point of the climb. Averages 6.4%. It's 1.3 kilometers in length.
In this Tour de France stage. From now on, it will just go faster, more crazy and faster again.
Couple areas and they're running towards the finish, but Benjamin Thomas is at the back of the group, so I can't see anybody else really kind of interested in this 1 point. It's not going to make too much of a difference. So Benjamin Thomas gets to the finish. He will be the wearer of the polka dot jersey, so it's just a case of, you know, every other rider just making sure that they are safe in this peloton. No more risk at all. You see Vingegaard right up there towards the front, but again we come at the back here, Julian Alaphilippe, and I was saying in the team presentation, he would quite fancy tomorrow, if he stays in the group, doesn't lose any time, he could quite fancy a punchy finish like tomorrow. But on what he's shown today, he's going to have some recovery.
Yeah, after Tour de Suisse, we've expected maybe a touch more from him. Jonas Vingegaard in the red and white helmet coming through to the front. There is 1 point on offer over the top of the climb. Pavel Sivakov right in the centre of your picture. Will anyone just fancy the 1 point here at the top? Tej Benoot just riding through on the right here for Visma Lease bike.
Vingegaard takes it.
Yeah. Jonas Vingegaard goes over the top there and takes the 1 point. That's an important point for the King of the Mountains, you would say that one.
Yeah, you have to kind of beg the question, why? Why would you do that? I know it was an easy point to take, but would it be a case of, well, you can see him, he was looking at, he's definitely, you know, wanting it more than anybody else. He was there, he was riding on the front, but well, if I'm not going to win yellow this year, I may as well have another jersey, and that would be the King of the Mountains jersey. Stage 1, would you really think that?
Just fancied a little, giving a little nudge there, didn't he?
A little bit of a booster, take it. You know, obviously there's a bit of cash up for grabs, but I don't think he's wanting of cash. It's just a strange one sometimes. You know, maybe hoping that Vingegaard, this was earlier on, wasn't it?
Oh, another abandoned, unfortunately.
That crash.
Stefan Bissiger of the Decathlon AG2 à la Mondiale.
2 time trial specialists out now, Bissiger and Ghana, unfortunately. So that's another blow, especially the Decathlon team, because Bissiger was looking good. He was riding rather well. But yeah, for Vingegaard, he's maybe hoping that Pogacar looks at the results at the end of today's stage when he's sitting having his dinner and goes, oh, 1 point to Jonas Vingegaard.
Yeah. Elmar Reinders for Team Jayco Alula, trying to get back in. This man has been in a world of pain and suffering today, Lenny Martinez. So the 21-year-old French rider, we've followed his day. It's been agonising to watch this today.
You don't expect it in the first stage of a Tour de France that one rider would suffer this much, and every time the race speeds up he gets dropped. It's just unusual. I'm not too sure if he's unwell.
Is it positioning? You don't know if he's unwell. Is it a positioning thing? Because if he keeps going out the back, you'd expect teammates to be there looking after him.
Yeah, it's definitely not positioning. And I feel for him that it's maybe feeling a little bit unwell, because this isn't normal. This is the first stage of a Grand Tour. Everybody's fresh. Everybody should be able to come into this stage, and you know, you should be at, this is the pinnacle, that you should be at the you know, a very, very, very high level. You know that everybody else is going to be at a high level. This is what everybody rides for. You know, the top riders are here. There's only a handful of riders that maybe aren't here. You know, we're talking about sprinters. I would put in Olaf Koi's one of the big sprinters as well, but yeah, I think it can only be maybe feeling unwell.
Let's hear from Tim Malier.
Tim, you've had a fantastic season so far, a lot of wins, but I understand somebody said that you're not in your best form, so you still can get better.
Hopefully. No, we will see. But I'm happy with the shape, happy to be here. It's a nice opportunity today, but a lot of riders want the first yellow jersey, so yeah, it will be a stressful day for sure with the wind also.
A lot of the other sprint teams here, of course, have a lot more of a lead out. You have a split team looking after Remco, looking after you. How important is Van Lerberger going to be today for you?